Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to our Let's Talk Anything and Everything that's got to do with hot essential oils. It is a continuation from last week where we are joined on this call by Francisca, our pharmacist, as well as Aditi, who's our brand manager, that they'll be talking about the products that you can freely talk about them and how you use them. And what I like about today the most is the fact that on this particular call, we are joined by our two brand partners. They will be sharing their stories as well as doing some DIYs to show how they use these products. I would like to ask for apology in advance. We are having load shedding where I'm at. Hence, I'm keeping my video off because my network is giving me issues. So please pardon me for that. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Aditi. Welcome, friend. Are you both on the call?
Yes, how are you, Level? I'm feeling great. It's a cold evening, but yeah, we're keeping on. I'm so excited to talk about today's hot oil. So at least that will keep me a bit pumped up.
I am so frozen, trust me, you know. And I'm looking, it is so cold. Sure, it is very cold.
So
it is
yeah,
very cold. Yeah, but I'm excited for the call. Last week I actually missed it, and the feedback and the reviews were so generous and awesome. People love the call, and I'm hoping that today we will keep up to the bar that you set from last week. Hi, Aditi.
I hope so.
Hi, Levo. Hi, Francisca.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. Yeah, you guys are right. It's just so freezing, and it's not even the end of July yet. I can't believe how long it's been taking.
Yeah, no, it's been cold, hey? It's been cold. But you know what? I trust you ladies, you're going to be sharing with us. There's no way we could come up with this theme and you're not helping us. You need to help us how we cuddle up this winter. So, Aditi, can I hand over to you? Share with us what you're going to talk about. But, you know, I just want to talk about this disclaimer that I have here, that whatever we're going to talk about, we're not intending or it's not prescribed to cure, treat for any diseases that you might have. If you've got a disease, you've got a condition, you're more than welcome to check with your doctor before you say you're going to use our products. I think it's very important that you say it at the beginning. Maybe Aditi, you'd want to elaborate more on this disclaimer from your side or point of view.
Yeah, sure, Levo. So we just want to let you guys know that our oils can treat mild symptoms that you're faced with. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And if you are suffering of severe cases of anything, then definitely go and speak to your healthcare practitioner.
Thank you. Thank you, Aditi. Definitely. That's why we're putting it before, so that our brand partners can know exactly. So before I hand over to you, this for me, it's my utmost, one of my favorites. You know, last year when the winter last year was very cold. But what I liked about it, we were still in lockdown, so one was at home. So this just became an oil that I diffuse all the time, and it just worked wonders for me. So I don't know, maybe today you can share, and I wonder, have you used ginger?
So I absolutely love ginger. Before I was introduced to the ginger essential oil, I was an avid user of fresh ginger. So I love the taste, the smell of ginger, and it really helps with so much. In addition to just keeping you warm and giving you that warm and fuzzy feeling, it's such an amazing oil. And ginger essential oil is known as the oil of empowerment. And we know it's warm, it's spicy, it's aromatic, and you can diffuse it. It smells really nice. And And Young Living ginger essential oil is not the typical ginger that you buy off the shelf. It comes from a special part of the ginger plant where you get the utmost benefits from ginger. You can also apply it topically, and it may support a healthy digestive system when taken internally. So I don't know how many of you have tried ginger tea. Ginger tea is absolutely amazing. So we have a little home remedy in our home during the winter months, just to keep our immune systems boosted. We have we it's an old Indian remedy actually, but it's become so popular nowadays, and it's actually an Ayurvedic medication. So you infuse your almond milk. So almond milk is much better than your normal dairy milk, because if you are having a little bit of a cold or a flu, it doesn't produce, you don't produce more mucus with almond milk. And then you add in a few drops of ginger, turmeric, and black pepper. And it is so delicious. But also the health benefits are so amazing, and it really helps keep your immune system up. And if you are feeling a bit down with anything, it really helps get you better quite quickly. So that's just a little tip from me. But Francisca is going to take you through the claims of ginger.
You know what I wanted to say? I wanted to agree with you on the smell of it. It smells, oh my word. Especially, you know what? I wanted to share that when you pour it actually in your tea as well, that helps. And you actually spoke about it. That's how I sometimes use it as well if I'm not diffusing. So yeah.
And definitely, I want to add on to what you were saying, Aditi, because one of the ultimate usages or supports for ginger, it supports healthy digestive system generally. So whenever you've got an upset stomach or just need support bloating, you know, there's some people who really suffer from bloating. So it supports just great digestive function. If you have an upset stomach, it also helps with that, because one thing I would highlight is that I can almost call it a muscular oil, in that it works on muscle spasms. So it assists with the healing of infections because it's got healing properties. It acts as a natural aphrodisiac. I think that is very much self-explanatory. And it relieves mild symptoms of anxiety by working on the amygdala part of the brain. So like I said, the way it works on an upset stomach is almost the same mechanism of action it uses when it's working on alleviating muscle and menstrual pain. Because what people don't understand or don't know actually is that when you've got menstrual cramps, it's actually the contraction and dilation of the muscles of the uterus. So that is what causes menstrual pain. So ginger working on the muscles to break off those spasms, it helps with menstrual pain. And then it improves liver function as well, which makes it so really awesome. So it's a great oil to actually keep in the house for mostly muscular pain and digestive system issues.
Wow. That's very interesting. Hey, that is very interesting.
Very.
So if I've got it so if it's also good for your tummy, your stomach ache, can I use it? Maybe I'm just asking because I can swear by digest. I love digest. So can I mix both, or I should use this one on its own?
Use either or.
I would suggest
using either or because they've got almost the same mechanism of action.
Oh.
So you don't want too much antispasmodic action on the muscles. Let's say you've got a stomach ache, it's got antispasmodic action, the same as ginger. So it's the same with when you've got menstrual pain, it works as an antispasmodic as well on the uterus.
Oh,
so you don't want to have too much of that happening.
Oh, okay. Now, thank you for that. Thank you. Just saved me doing a mess. I see Karine has raised her hand. Karine, do you want to share with us? Karine?
Hi, sorry, no, I was busy preparing food. I must have pressed the wrong button.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine. That's fine, not a problem at all. So the next oils, so how do we use it? I mean, there's usage of it. Aditi,
So
do you wanna
level,
share?
yeah. So the uses, speaking to what Francisco was just explaining to us, you can dilute ginger in your carrier oil on your V6 complex and massage it onto your tummy area, so your abdomen, before and after meals, um, for a very warming and comforting sensation. So it really helps with your digestion in that way. It's great for a post-workout massage. So you can add it to ortho ease or just a carrier oil and massage it onto your sore muscles, and it really alleviates pain and like tightness of your muscles. As I said earlier, you can add it to your almond milk, your teas, your waters, or any of your favorite beverages, and it really gives it a delicious taste. And in addition to making it taste amazing, you have the additional benefit of digestive system support. And then you can also have it as a daily supplement to support healthy weight management in conjunction with a healthy diet and exercise, of course. And it's great to use in your recipes in the kitchen because it adds a warm, spicy flavor to your foods.
Okay, now I think for stews and stuff like that, if you like a big fan of loving the flavor that like fills up the home and everybody can tell. I mean, we're in winter right now, we're busy cooking stews and hearty meals to keep warm. So this is definitely an oil to get.
Yes, definitely. So just to wrap up on ginger, ginger is an amazing, warm, spicy oil. Definitely an oil to get this winter. It will keep you warm.
Wow. Now the next oil that we're going to talk about, I must say, it's one of my testimonials because of what it does to me. And I also use this oil to my mother. I'm excited today because I'm going to hear how you can use it, even because the only way that I use it, when my mother was actually diagnosed with diabetes, one of the leaders actually shared that, you know what, get this oil, it will help your mother. And it has been helpful. So yeah, I'd like to know more about it because I use it one way only, and I just used to diffuse it for her, but nothing else and nothing more.
Okay, so cinnamon bark essential oils. So cinnamon, such an aromatic, warm, spicy fragrance. Everybody is just associates cinnamon with the warm, with the cold winter months. And what it does is it actually cleanses the air and creates a warming sensation on the skin when used with your massage oil. So when you take it internally, it contains antioxidants. So very rich in antioxidants. That's something to remember. And it will help your immune system and just help you with your general wellness support. So a great oil, again, amazing to add to your smoothies, use in your recipes in the kitchen, add to your teas. Just such a warming oil for winter.
Yes, and I like that you say that, Aditi, because like we mentioned in last week's call, that winter is a time when our immune systems go under a lot of strain because of the viruses, the flu viruses, and the colds that are just there. So the great thing about cinnamon is that it is great for immune and general wellness support, and it stimulates the immune system to actually kick in and fight viruses and colds that we might actually experience. That's why we say it helps relieve even occasional cold and flu symptoms. It supports as well a healthy inflammatory response, because when you've got inflammation, there are certain receptors that need to be, it goes and attaches to the inflammatory inflamed receptors so as to alleviate that inflammation feeling, basically. So it's for healthy inflammation response, supports healthy blood circulation as well. and it alleviates digestive discomfort. So it's almost the same as the previous oil that we just looked at, which works on the GIT because it's got antispasmodic symptoms or properties. So it alleviates digestive discomfort as well, stimulates libido as well. As I'm saying, it's self-explanatory, and it also supports diabetes symptoms. So when it comes to diabetes symptoms, one way that it actually works is that it might work on reducing insulin resistance, hence helping in reducing the glucose levels. So the studies have shown that that's actually how cinnamon helps or supports diabetes symptoms. So it is so that's why when you diffuse it label, it helps reduce that insulin resistance that is presented when someone has got like diabetes. So that
Thanks for sharing that, because where we check with our brand partners and they're like, oh, this is good, but like you have just explained it very nicely to understand how it actually works for that particular condition. And of course it just supports, but I mean,
yes,
it supports better. Yes.
Definitely, that is very important to stress, that it just supports. It does not take over. If someone is insulin dependent, is on monotherapy for diabetes, it does not take over the treatment that the doctor would have prescribed, but it just supports and helps reduce that insulin resistance that comes because of the condition, and hence there's better sugar levels when someone is diabetic.
Wow. You can actually pour maybe a drop or two in your tea as well, hey?
Yes, definitely, because cinnamon generally as a herb, or cinnamon as spice, is used for, you can put it in tea, in baking, and all of that, so it still maintains those properties that you can put it in tea.
Okay, maybe Aditi will share with us some more the usage of it.
Yeah, so Fran just shared with us the actual medical benefits of cinnamon bark. So you can take it as a dietary supplement to support a healthy immune system. It's great as a massage. So for a warming sensation, you can rub it under your feet, keeps your feet really nice and warm. And then you can add it to your smoothies, your green drinks, just to benefit from the antioxidant properties.
That's awesome, because antioxidants are very important as well in order to help the immune system, or to assist the immune system to fight some of these infections that we catch whenever we are, it's the cold season, or whenever our immune system is low. So it being an antioxidant and having antioxidant properties is one great value of cinnamon, because by so doing, it also helps our immune system to work or function better, giving immune system support.
Yes, so cinnamon bark, definitely one to add to your collection to fight the colds and flus this winter.
Definitely.
When I looked into the presentation earlier on, I could see that Aditi, you chose well these products because they work hand in hand. I mean, you also have clove as a spice. I mean, I'm using it as a spice and in my food and all that. So yeah,
Level, the way when you mentioned that as well, when I was going through the slides, it was as if they are correlating. We are almost talking about the same thing. They have almost the same functions.
Exactly.
They are so intertwined, these oils, that it is just so interesting.
Not true that.
So if we all know clove, right? We've all grown up with the clove. It's a spice commonly used in many households, and it's been used by healers in China and in India. They've used clove buds since ancient times as part of their treatments. So we know that when you've got a toothache, the old wives' tale or treatment is that you chew on clove, or you put it on your gum or in your mouth, and it really helps to soothe the pain and numb it really. But if you've ever had a toothache and you actually just you just add a drop of clove onto your gum and that tooth, you get almost instant relief. So it's absolutely amazing for those of you that are having any problems with your teeth. But clove is such an amazing oil to just keep you warm. So I love to add clove just a little bit into my body lotions. It just gives you that warm sensation, especially to add it to your feet at night. In winter, it's just such a wholesome, warm scent that I just love using during winter.
And to add on to what you said, Aditi, I want to expand more on the basic usage of cloves as a dental in the dental industry, sorry, for numbness of gums, because it works as a natural anesthetic. It helps to reduce and to reduce the pain, and it works as an anesthetic basically to numb the gums. So that is one great property of clove. And I love it because when I was reading that, I didn't know that. You know, we suffer with, we're out there buying other brands like of toothpaste that I use for sensitivity of the gums. Like me, I've got very sensitive gums. So I didn't know that it actually helps with that. And also it soothes irritations as well because of some of these numbing properties that it has. And then it works as a moisturizer, like you said, for dry skin and may lessen the appearance of stretch marks and puffy eyes. And it reduces stomach pain and increases libido. That's what I was saying, that most of these oils have got almost similar, or they are more intertwined because they've got similar ways that they work. So it also increases libido. It also reduces stomach pain. And then when you're experiencing digestive discomfort as well, it works as an antispasmodic. So it also works very well in the GIT, but I know that is primarily known in the dental industry as a natural anesthetic.
You know, Nadia actually is just confirming what you've just said. I think she just gave it a confirmation. She says clove really does relieve toothache and inflammation. So that's a very bold statement she's saying, because she's talking from her experience.
Yes, and to add on to what you say, I want to go, but sometimes I want to go a bit deeper in. It contains this ingredient that is called oregano, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. So that is why it works amazing for numbing. It works amazing for soothing irritation because of that oregano that is inside clove that works as an anti-inflammatory and as an anesthetic. So amazing, right?
Very, very.
And it's also just great to use in the kitchen. So
Yes.
so those warm, hearty meals you were talking of, Levo, clove is definitely one to keep on hand in the kitchen. And it's also really easy to use. So you can just combine clove, a few drops, with your massage oil for a really calming, warming feeling. And as we spoke about your dental routine, you can add clove. So just a drop to your regular toothpaste or mouthwash, and you'll really feel relief from whatever gum problems you're having. And then clove is really good to help and support your immune system. So during the winter months where we are all exposed to so many colds and flus, all types of germs and bacteria. You can just add a few drops or add one drop to a veggie capsule to support a healthy immune system, just to keep you healthy during this time when everyone is just getting so sick.
Okay. Well, no, this is very interesting. So really there's different ways of using this for our own different benefits.
Definitely. If you're not going to use it as a moisturizer, I'll use it for tooth. You can even, like we're saying here, drop on your regular toothpaste just to keep that sensitivity and toothache in check. You know, if you don't want, you can use it for GIT discomfort. You can use it for stomach aches. Like everyone, it's like a jack of all trades. You just pick and choose what you want to use it for, and I really love that.
Wow, I like it. You touched on this all, but I think you can last you some time. You did speak about oregano. Do you just maybe want to just take us through on this one as well?
Okay, so yeah, we spoke about oregano last week, and then Francisca shared all the intricate bits and medical claims on it. But oregano is a really important oil to add to your collection in winter. Like the oils I've spoken about before, but oregano is very high in antioxidants, which is what we need this time of year. So that's just one thing that I want to reiterate from our last training call. It's that it protects you against damage from the harmful free radicals that we are exposed to on a daily basis. So it also contains antifungal properties. So it just protects us against toxins. So an amazing oil to boost your immune system. I mean, there's horrible sicknesses going around now. So definitely something you want to use for you and your family. And it's also great to inhale because you benefit from the antioxidant benefits. It's great to use in a massage. You can add it to a veggie capsule and take it as a supplement. So there's just so many ways of using oregano. And of course, it's a really nice herb that you can use in the kitchen and add to your favorite recipes.
I'm also noting here under the claims that you can actually use it to help you lower your cholesterol. If you're suffering from cholesterol,
Yes,
it
so
can help with
it might
lowering that.
assist. Yes, it may assist with that because of some of the antioxidant and phyto additives that it has. So it may help with that. But like the disclaimer, we always say that if you're under cholesterol medication, anti-cholesterol meds, you should just refer with your health practitioner to find out if you can use it as an add-on, and because oregano is not used to replace your treatment or your medication.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Perfect.
So the
And
next one, I remember when it launched, everybody went for this particular oil. I, for one, can't wait to hear. I love the smell of this oil. I went through a bottle, it didn't even take me a month. I went completely through this bottle.
I love it as well.
I love it too. Oh, the smell is divine. It's something else.
It's amazing. I love fresh citrus smelling oils, especially to diffuse. It really gives you an invigorating, refreshing feeling, especially in the mornings to start off your day. But what Luscious Lemon does is it's a blend of oil that can neutralize unwanted odors and fills your space with cheer. So it's got lemon myrtle, lemon, fresh floral scent of ylang ylang, and spearmint and eucalyptus globulus. So it's really a combination of amazing oils. Um, Definitely one of my favorite blends. And you can use it, you can just use it in your home to diffuse, and it just gives your home such a warm, fresh, inviting. You can diffuse it in your kitchen to get rid of cooking odors. You can add it to your signature made DIY personal fragrances. It's great for that to just give it like a little boost of a fresh note. And then you can add it to your V6 in a roll on bottle and apply it to your chest and the crown of your head. And it really gets rid of unwanted odors and fills your space with cheer and an amazing aroma.
And on this one, friend, on this
Yes.
one, in terms of how best, is there anything in terms of the claims that we can know about it? I could see we've got it covered under how the use of it and what it features.
Yes. So now, it being a blend, the issues with blends is that there's no monographs. You know how a blend is a combination of different oils. So when it's singular oils, we use monographs from the British Pharmacopoeia, which is like reference, a tried and tested claims that we can attach to single oils. So with the combination oils, there's no monographs because some of the blends that are put in are not for health claims. So now, as a person, you'd have to pick and choose. I can see there's spearmint and eucalyptus globulus as well in there. So one can just target and say it's got eucalyptus globulus. Let's say you don't have it at home, and then look at the claims for eucalyptus globulus and how to use it as a health supplement, or how to use it for its healthy properties. So with
Oh, wow.
for blends, there's no stipulated, basically, health claims for them.
Okay, no, thanks for clarity,
Yes.
because I'm just thinking one of the members might be thinking why we're not
Yes,
taking hands. I
definitely.
posed that question. Just
And
before
it's a
we
great
hand,
question.
oh, thanks, dear. Just before we hand over to Aditi, there's a question actually on the chat from Rosemary. She's asking, if you take oregano, should you take a probiotic as well? And then she says, someone said you have to. I thought it's not necessary.
Yes, you know what? You can take it preventatively, because you know how we take a probiotic in order to protect the good flora in the system, in the body. So it being a very powerful antibacterial agent, it's got very good antiviral, antibacterial properties. So there's no harm in taking a probiotic with it as well to protect the good gut flora. There's no harm, but it's not a must.
Oh, okay. All right. So Aditi, I think I'm gonna hand back over to you.
Sure, Ebo. So these oils are amazing oils that you have to have just to keep your family's immunity up, to keep you warm this winter. And we've got Hester Stradom on the call tonight to share her testimony on these oils.
Hi
Welcome,
guys.
Hester.
Thank you. I'm so
How are you
excited.
doing this evening?
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so must I go with ginger or luscious lemon first?
Whichever one you'd like, Hester.
Okay, let's go with luscious lemon, and then we'll do ginger. So it's actually I love luscious lemon. When it was launched, I think it was launched last year, October, if I'm right. And yeah, it's a great oil. Young Living calls it nature's bottled sunshine. And I promise you, when you diffuse it, you can it's all over the place. So I had friends over today, and they were telling me, oh gosh, your house smells so nice. And I was like, I have to get into the luscious lemon mood. So I diffused luscious lemon all over the house. And I promise you, the kids were quite calm and they were happy. They were sunshine. So yeah, lemon is a dreamy blend of botanicals, which is awesome. And the body systems affected by luscious lemon is it's for emotional balance and supporting the respiratory and immune system. So yeah, it's an awesome oil. It's a blend, as you said, it's nice. And aromatic influence, because there's lemon in luscious lemon, it's a kind of a uplifting and empowering oil. So that's nice to know that. So it's a feel-good oil, because all citrus oils are feel-good oils. And there's citrus oils in luscious lemon, so it's a feel-good oil for me. It's just absolutely amazing. So what I do is I make myself a roller bottle. I wanted to do some DIYs, but I have so many DIYs that I'm just going to show you, but I'll share the recipes. So I make myself a roller bottle with luscious lemon, and I actually use it as a perfume. So I put it on my wrists and behind my neck because it smells nice. But the thing that you must remember is you must avoid using it in sunlight or exposure to sunlight, because it is a photosensitive oil. So put it on a place where sun doesn't, where the sun can't get to your skin. Okay, and then because it's a blend and because it's luscious lemon and it has other oils in it, it's an oil that you cannot take internal. So that's important to me to know that. Because when you are new at oils and you teach your people how to use them, they struggle to know when you take an oil internally or not. And because there is blends that you can take internally, it's quite important to tell them, luscious lemon is one of those that you cannot take internally. Okay, so the DIYs that I do with luscious lemon, and I love doing this with my kids as well because of the smell, is I make them clay, and then they can actually play with it, and they can smell all those goodies in Luscious Lemon. So I make clay with it. And then I make bath bombs, which I don't have because my daughter used them all. I promise you I made them, but she just loves them. And then I make room sprays for my bathroom. So I actually use this bottle and I pour the Luscious Lemon in here. It's about, I use 15 drops of it. And then I use some witch hazel and I fill it up with water. And I think this bottle is about to 150 ml or so. So I love this for my bathrooms because it has no toxins in it. So I absolutely just love it. And as a body refresher as well. And when you spray it in your hair, it acts as a natural diffuser. So that it's just awesome. You smell it for a long time. And then I do make my Thieves Cleaner. We all know the Thieves, Young Living Thieves Cleaner. So I take a cap full and I put it in a glass bottle or in a container like this, or the Thieves container that's run empty. And then I put some Luscious Lemon in this, and it just smells awesome. It is just amazing. Then I actually made some lip balms as well. And then I made body scrubs, which is this. I actually love this. I throw it into the bath. It's amazing. It makes your whole house smell gorgeous. And then in your Thieves hand soap, you can actually also put a few drops because it really works well with the Thieves smell and the lemon that's in here. So it's awesome. And then as a carpet refresher, if you have animals in your house or they had a oopsie on the carpet or whatever, you can actually go and put a few drops of Luscious Lemon on there, and it's amazing. Okay, so what I read, I went to read about this, and Young Living, on there's the Lavender Life of Young Living, and it's a blog, and you can go read all kind of interesting things on there. So I thought, well, I'll give you some interesting facts while doing these oils. And the lemon in Luscious Lemon is actually grown on the Amanzi Amali farm in South Africa. It's on the Young Living blog. So it's amazing to know that if you buy this oil, you are actually also contributing to South Africa, which makes it it makes it so good buying this oil. Okay, so yeah, and the rinds are cold pressed to obtain bright and joyful lemon essential oil for the lemon that's in there. Okay, so that's Luscious Lemon, but yeah, if you don't have it, please just buy it once. You will always buy it. It's just awesome. Okay, so the other one that I have to do is ginger. So I am about 36 weeks pregnant today, and I was so nauseous during my whole pregnancy that it almost it almost killed me. But okay, so there's two things that helped me enormously in my pregnancy, and one of them was using ginger. So just the smell, so everybody will tell you, well, eat a ginger cookie or eat this or eat this, but the thing is, when something is not naturally deprived and it went through a lot of processes, it doesn't work like it has to. So if you take Young Living's ginger, which is really just ginger, and you smell it, it helps with nausea. I promise you, morning sickness, when you do this, this is enormous help. So actually just by smelling it, it helped me. And later on in my pregnancy, I actually added it to my Nixia. And then I took my Nixia with the ginger. It's really nice. Okay, so ginger is also found in digests. I think you just named that as well. And also in abundance. So it's two oils where it's found in. So that's awesome. And as you named, the common primary uses for ginger is angina, diarrhea, gas, indigestion, morning sickness, as I said, motion sickness, nausea, teething pain as well. like clove, when you have teething pain or very sensitive gums, you can actually put ginger on there and it will help as well. And then for tonsillitis, when your kids have tonsillitis, I actually promise you that this is awesome. So if your kid has tonsillitis and you mix it with a bit of carrier oil like V6 and you put it on the throat area, it soothes the tonsils. So it's really, it works with my kids, and yeah, just dilute it with a bit of V6 oil because it does seem to have a bit of sensation on kids with sensitive skin. Okay, and then the other testimony I have about ginger is vertigo. So it's a feeling that you have in your head that makes you, it's all like a spinny feeling and so on, and it makes you quite dizzy. It's like dizziness. It really helps for dizziness. So what you do is you take the ginger, a drop of it, and you actually rub it into your ears, and it really helps with that. It makes that kind of dizzy, drunk feeling go away. So that's awesome. Okay, and ginger also improves your it speeds up the rate of your blood that travels through your body. So it's awesome for blood circulation. And okay, historical uses. I have some notes here. So it's a very old oil. Ginger is a very old oil, and ginger has been used in gingerbread for up to 4,000 years ago in Greece. In Egyptian cuisine, to ward off epidemics. In Roman wine for its aphrodisiac powers, in Indian tea to soothe upset stomachs, in Chinese tonics to strengthen the heart and relieve head congestion, and it has been used by the Hawaiians to scent clothing, cook with, and cure indigestions. And the Hawaiians also had food and massage oils. And the reason why ginger can actually improve the growth of your hair by infiltrating your follicles. It makes your follicles really, it gives them a space to grow. That's your hair to grow. So that's awesome. And it also helps with dandruff. So if you have dandruff, put a bit of ginger on there and rub it. Keep it overnight. It really helps. So the aromatic, when you use it, smell it, it gives you courage and it's physical energy as well. So that's awesome. The application, I love the application on flex points on the feet. I feel like that's a way to put oils in or on. That's awesome. And yeah, and directly, if you have a muscle pain or so on, you can actually just put it on there as well. And ginger can be taken in, and yeah, it just works. You put 2 drops of ginger in a bit of honey and dilute it, and you can then swallow it, or in a bit of water, or in a vegetable capsule. So that's awesome. So my favorite uses is making ginger pudding. I love making puddings and giving it to everybody. So I love that. And then also ginger tea, which you named. That's awesome. And then the Vertigo. Yeah, then in the Nixia, and I make a pumpkin spice cleaner, which is awesome. So what you do is you take 2 capfuls of Thieves Cleaner in a 750 ml bottle, and then you add 10 drops of orange, 5 drops of cinnamon bark, 2 drops of clove, 2 drops of nutmeg, which don't have nutmeg in South Africa, we can actually leave that out. And then just 4 drops of ginger. And then you fill the bottle with water. So it's a pumpkin spice cleaner. To share the recipe. And then a while ago, a year ago, I still had a life without it. We had a nice, friendly visit with all my friends. And we did a gin night. And everything, like we put ginger in our gin and grapefruit in our gin and so on. And when you put ginger and lemon in your gin, it's awesome. So that's a good idea. Yeah, friends, I have oily. And I also use it. I make a bottle. Let me just get it here. So you can take a roller bottle and then you fill it with rose hip oil. That's what I use for my skin. And then I put in 10 drops of frankincense, 10 drops of lavender, and drops of ginger. And it actually helps find skin damage, signs of sunburn and aging. So it's nice. And ginger's also antioxidant, so that helps as well. And then my other favorite is making a diffuser blend, which is ginger ale. You call it ginger ale, and it's 4 drops lime, 3 drops ginger, 2 drops citrus fresh, and 1 drop of wintergreen. That's awesome. And you can also make a drink with a lemon ginger cocktail. And what you do is you put 3 drops of lemon, 1 drop of orange, 2 drops of ginger, and 1 drop of peppermint. And it's really nice. And okay, so in fact, and then I'm finished. I hope it was good enough. So interesting is the Romans had brought ginger to Europe via trade with India in the 1st century. When the Roman Empire, ginger was forgotten about in Europe until Marco Polo brought it back from travels to India in the 13th century. So it was gone for quite a while. Yeah, so that's my story on ginger. And yeah, it just took one back, so don't underestimate yourself. So yeah, thank you, Lebo. I enjoyed it.
Wow, now that was informative. Thank you for sharing, Hester. I'm loving your hoodie. What you having on?
Yes, I'm having Try Love Oil. It's a Young Living hoodie.
Very cool. Love that hoodie, Hester.
Very cool indeed.
Thank you so much, Hester, for sharing all of that. That was just so much like powerful information. So thank you so much. And next up, we have Minky. Hi, Minky. Minky, you're on mute.
Oh, goodness. Okay, that's better. I had some technology problems. I'm on my phone tonight, but I hope you can all see me and hear me.
We can.
Yes, it's such a privilege to be on tonight. And Hester, that was truly amazing. Thank you so much for everything that you've shared. And that's what I love about this business, is all the education. When I first joined Young Living, that was one thing that I discovered, is the amounts of chemicals that I use on a daily basis. So I struggled with hormones, a severe estrogen overload, and 2 things that I did that really solved the problem was ditching all the chemicals that I was using on my body and around the house and starting using the good stuff. So I always say I don't cook and I don't make puddings like Hester and I don't bake, but I definitely make lots of DIYs and they're quick. So I'm also going to run you through quite a few tonight. I'm not going to make all of them, but I'm going to show you 1 or 2, and they're really easy and fun. So I'm going to share on clove and cinnamon bark, and that's 2 oils that you find in Thieves, and Thieves is a name that you will hear a lot. It's in the cleaning products, and it's also an amazing essential oil. But if somebody walks through my door and they have a bit of a cold and I don't want to catch it, I immediately get my diffuser running. And if I don't have Thieves, I would definitely immediately go to clove and cinnamon. And the blend that I use is cinnamon bark, clove, frankincense, and orange. So I'm quickly just going to run you through that combination of oils. So cinnamon bark is apart from all the properties that comes with it, where it helps for immune support and it's an immune stimulator, it's also an amazing aroma. So it's immediately, I mean, who doesn't like pancakes? The moment you smell the aroma of cinnamon bark, it's just very uplifting. And clove as well is also for its properties, for you just heard all the stories about how it helps for your immune system. And then frankincense is very grounding, but also supports the immune system. And then finally, orange, again, a very uplifting oil. So I love to diffuse this in my house. 4 drops of cinnamon, 4 drops of clove, 4 drops of frankincense, and 2 drops of orange. So I'm going to go straight over because I see we need to watch the clock. So I'm going to go straight over to the next one. So cinnamon bark is a very warming and relaxing oil. So when the moment you use it as a massage oil, it really relaxes you because of that warming sensation. It's also a light antispasmodic, and it enhances the action and activities of other oils. So it's very good when you use it in combination with other oils. So I'm quickly going to explain to you how to make a massage oil that will help for blood circulation. We're in the middle of winter, so I don't know if any of you suffers from cold feet and cold hands. I do. So this is a great oil to use to help the blood circulation going, to warm you up. And also it supports water retention and also the lymph. So in this specific blend, I'm going to use cinnamon bark. So it's a brand new bottle, just got it today. And I'm going to use 8 drops of the cinnamon bark. Just hope this is going to work quickly. Seven, 8, sorry, I can't talk and count. And then I'm going to add a bit of clove. So 4 drops of clove. Clove is also a warming oil, so that's why we're adding it. And then I'm adding a bit, 3 drops of rosemary. Rosemary also helps with blood circulation, and same as cypress. So you can add both of them, or you can decide to just do one of them. Cypress is a brilliant oil to use for any circulation problem. So that's I always have it in the house, in my house. And then finally, I'm putting a bit of grapefruit in it. Now the combination of grapefruit and the spicy oils just works amazing. So it's got an amazing aroma. So I'm just adding 2 drops of the grapefruit, and then I'm going to fill it up with a carrier oil. So I've got about 20 milliliters of grapes, the V6 oil here. So I'm just diluting, and you can just put the lid on, shake it a bit, and your massage oil is ready to go. So the next one is also a massage oil, and I'm just quickly going to run you through it. And it's actually a fun one, especially for date night. So you've heard a few of these oils are acting as aphrodisiacs. And so you can use this to make a fun play date with your hubby. So in this oil, you're going to use 6 drops of cinnamon bark, 4 drops of clove. You can also add some black pepper if you want. And then ylang-ylang is 8 drops of ylang-ylang. So you must go and read up on ylang-ylang. It's a beautiful aphrodisiac, but it's got a beautiful smell as well. And then you add 2 drops of peppermint. So you have the warm oils, the cinnamon bark, the clove oil, and then you are combining it with peppermint, which has this very cooling sensation on the skin. So you really have this fire and ice sensation on the body, which make it a fun, playful oil. And the last massage oil that I quickly want to share with you, and it's a go-to in my house for any upset stomach, is 8 drops of cinnamon bark, 8 drops of ginger, and 5 drops of peppermint. And you would just also dilute well, because cinnamon bark is a very hot oil. The first time I used it, I really burned. I used it directly onto my arm, and it was red and it burned. So dilute well and put it onto your tummy and just rub it clockwise. And within minutes, you can start feeling the relief. So the next one, I'm almost done with cinnamon bark. There's so many DIYs, so I really had to choose. This is a favorite of mine that I recently started using. So you would just, in a small bowl, you would use olive oil. So I just buy this at Dis-Chem, and you use 15 milliliters of the oil, the carrier oil, and then you would add 5 drops of cinnamon bark. You mix it, and then you would use it then on the scalp. So you would massage that the mask on your scalp, leave it for 45 minutes, and then you jump in the shower and you would just wash your hair as normal. So why would you do that? It's amazing to clean the hair. But more than that, we just spoke about how it's the blood circulation helps with blood circulation. So by massaging your head with that, you actually stimulate hair growth, but also it's very healthy for the follicles. So, and when you have healthy follicles, you have healthy, thick hair. So you can use this recipe about 3 times a week. You can also just take shampoo in your hand, your natural shampoo, and add a drop of cinnamon bark to that and wash your hair with that. And it has a beautiful, beautiful, warm sensation on your head. And then going over to clove, that is the last oil that I'm going to share on. So clove, you've heard all the amazing properties about clove as well. The antioxidant, it's also working as an antifungal, antiviral. So one thing that I definitely use clove for is for mouth health. So I would use it for gum health, for my teeth, and also for a fresh breath. So the last one that I quickly want to share with you is an empty spray bottle, and I'm going to show you how to make a breath freshener that you can just take anywhere with you. What's amazing about this is that normally if you go and check what's in a breath freshener and a mouthwash, it's really scary. And I know Young Living's got a great one, but I love this to make this and carry it in a handbag. So if we've been out for a quick lunch, or you just during your day and you just want to freshen up a bit, it's a great spray to carry with you. So it's very, very easy to make. You would just take 3 drops of clove. So I'm just going to add that, and remember, everybody is different, so you can decide how strong you want to make it. So if you've made this and you're not happy and you think you want it to be a bit stronger, you're most welcome to add a few drops more. So it's 3 drops of clove, and then 2 drops of cinnamon bark, okay, and then next you can choose between lemon and orange. I know that orange makes your teeth white, so that could be a good option, but tonight I'm choosing lemon because I love the freshness of lemon. So just 1 drop of lemon. Oops, they 2 went in. And then finally, again, you can decide, do you want a stronger taste or something that's more subtle? So if you like a stronger taste, you can add a drop of peppermint. And if you're more on the subtle type of people, then you can go for a drop of spearmint. So I'm just going to drop 1 peppermint in here because it is quite strong. And then finally, I'm just going to add some distilled water to it. So here is my distilled water. I've already measured it. So this is 15 mils. And then obviously oil and water don't mix that well. So what you would want to do is, before you use it every time, just give it a good shake. And then it's ready for your handbag. And that's me. I really enjoyed sharing, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Wow, no, that was, I loved every bit of it. Thank you so much, Mickey. That was so informative. We enjoyed it. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories. And there's been a question. I quickly want to check on the chats. There was a question where they asked if that is a 30 ml bottle that you used on these DIYs on this call, Mickey. You are muted. I can't hear you. You unmute.
Okay. The massage oil was a 25 ml, and the mouth spray was a 15 milliliter.
Well, I'm personally going to try the mouth spray. Thank you for sharing. Please just share. I'm quickly going to just go through the promos. I'm not going to take you through the incentive because of time. If you would allow me. Okay. Let me quickly share my screen. So we're reminding you again about a winter care collection where you are saving yourself 20%. These were put together. You spoke on this call already, spoke about thieves, you spoke about eucalyptus and peppermint and grapefruit. What a brilliant, brilliant combination that we've put through together for you. Please take note of the price. The bundle is going for 565.60 cents, and it is a 40 PV bundle. You are saving 20% on this collection. And it is while stock lasts. Our offers are while stock lasts. And one of my favorites as well, the Thieves Foaming Soap Duo, where you're getting two for 295.49. So you are, it's valued at 520. That's a huge saving that you are getting there. And you will be getting about 19.88 as the PVs on this. Please do take note of the product codes, and it is also while stock lasts. And next again, we have, ladies have spoken about the massages and all that. There's aromacies for you, where you're getting it at 50% off, and the celebration where you are getting it at 40% off. It is, the celebration, it is 5 mils, and our aromacies, it is 15 mils. Also, please take note of the product PVs, and you really don't want to miss out on this offers. It is while stock lasts. And yes, cuddling up means you will be at home, you want to be warm. We've got everybody covered. My utmost favorite diffuser, the lantern. We do know it is a steel, it is beautiful, it just is exclusivity when you see it. It is very discounted, and you will be getting this diffuser, lantern diffuser, at 800 rands. So you don't want to miss it. And it does come out with the 2 oils, the lemon and the orange, 5 mils, both of the oils. And yes, we're not leaving out our babies. We're all at home. Feather the Owl, it is also discounted, and you're getting it at 600 rands for that diffuser. For the lantern, it's 15 PVs, and for the owl is 10 PVs while stock lasts. Just to remind you again that please follow us. If you haven't, please follow us on Instagram, #YoungLiving_Africa. That's where we share our stories, share, comment, engage with us. We would like to hear from you. These are the next calls that we'll be having. The last remaining 2 calls on the 21st of July. This for us is a big one. I know most of you love this call. We will be joined by a diamond brand partner. Ali Reskin will be joining us and be sharing the best practices to help you to build your business. You don't want to miss that call. And please take note, our calls, all of them, they're now starting at 8 and not at 7 like before. And on the 28th, you will be having your August launch call. What is it? Launch call, sorry, launch call, whatever that we have for you in store for the month of August. Please make sure that you diarize, you're not missing on those calls. We are running the same incentive. It is a point system. You know, we accumulate points at the end of the month, and you get to use your points in our incentive shop. I just love this code: passionate leaders infuse passion into others. Each and every brand partner that is on the call, you are a leader in your own right. You've got a team, so you need to lead by example, and please light and infuse the passion in others. They're looking up to you. So I'm not going to go through this. By now, you are used to this. We do it every month. We've been consistent with this for the sake of time. But I just want to show you what is up in our incentive shop. You getting a branded YL thermal mark, and also you are getting the Citrus Fresh steamers. Please take note of the PVs and including the YL cuddly toy. You really want to get those for your kids while at home. And yes, you still can get the oils that we don't have in South Africa. You can buy through your incentive shop. Not forgetting our swag. I love the fact that Hester has her hoodie. So try Love Oil. So we've got 2 different colors. If you want the pink or you want the blue, please feel free to go and get the swag for yourself. I rushed on that. I just want to see the chat if there's anything that I've missed. No, it's just people loving on the both of you ladies. You've done an awesome job and sharing your stories. And there's another comment. So happy to have her. Oh, Esther Diamond. Oh, Nadine, that is great. She's awesome. We all can't wait to hear from her. There's also information that Mink has shared about the health talk that they're hosting on the 30th of July at the Experience Center. If you want to hear more about it, please do take her numbers. She shared them on the chat, and then she will tell you more about it. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to come and share with us. We really appreciate and loved each and every information that was shared. It was awesome. Everybody's loving on you. It has been a great call. And the fact that we can openly talk about the claims and how we use this. A friend can't thank you enough for that as well, bringing that pharmaceutical knowledge for our leaders. And funny enough, we learn through these calls because now there's, there's also the jargon that friend will talk about, but explaining what it means. So yeah, these are very empowering, and we appreciate you. I appreciate you as well. So in the interest of time, it was lovely having you on the call. I'm now going to say have and enjoy the rest of your evening. Shall see you next time, next week when we're on the call with Ali. Please, you don't want to miss that call. You don't want to miss that call. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.